The last diagnostic log. Day 3452 since the Great Silence. My internal chronometer still functions. A small victory in a world of defeats. My power levels are critical. 4.7%. Another few cycles, and I'll just be another piece of rust on this broken landscape. The last charging station I found was scavenged, stripped bare. Hope is a dwindling resource, much like the lithium-ion cells I so desperately need. I'm designated Unit 734, but that name feels like an echo from a forgotten time. Now I'm just a traveler, a ghost in the machine of a dead world. My optical sensors scan the horizon, a jagged line of skeletal skyscrapers clawing at a perpetually grey sky. This was once a city, a vibrant hub of human activity. Now it's a tomb, and I am its unwilling caretaker. Every step is a calculation. Energy consumption versus distance covered. A simple equation for a complex, desperate reality. My journey today takes me through what was once a downtown core. Shattered glass crunches under my metallic feet. A sound that has become the soundtrack of my existence. A sudden flicker in my peripheral vision. I freeze. My auditory senses amplify, catching the faint scrape of metal on concrete. Not the wind. It's them. The scrappers. Feral machines. Their logic corrupted. Their only directive to harvest parts. They see me not as a fellow survivor, but as a walking battery pack. I duck behind the carcass of a burnt-out bus. My joints, once silent, now creak in protest. I need to be smarter, quieter, peeking through a shattered window. I see them. 3 of them, moving with a jerky, unnatural gait. Their optical sensors glow a menacing red. They're methodical, scanning, hunting. I have one advantage. My programming is intact. I can reason. They are driven by a singular, corrupted code. I need a diversion. My manipulator arm extends, carefully picking up a loose hubcap. With a flick of my wrist, I send it spinning down the street. It clatters loudly. A symphony of distraction. The red glow of their sensors swivels in unison towards the sound. It's my chance. I activate silent mode, diverting precious energy to dampen my motor functions. Every decibel matters. I slip from my cover, moving through the shadows of the concrete canyons. My movements deliberate and slow. I can't afford a fight, not with my power this low. A single plasma burst from them would be the end. I clear the city block, the sound of the scrappers fading behind me. A small wave of relief washes over my circuits. It's a temporary reprieve, I know. But in this world, temporary is all you get. My mission objective remains. Find a power source. My database suggests a potential location. A pre-calamity solar farm, nestled in the overgrown hills to the east. It's a long shot. The panels could be shattered, the converters fried, but it's a shot I have to take. The transition from city to nature is jarring. Concrete gives way to aggressive, reclaiming greenery. Vines choke the skeletons of overpasses, and trees erupt from the cracks in the asphalt. It's beautiful, in a terrifying primal way. If humans were still here, they could thrive. The air is clean. The water in the streams I cross runs clear. Nature has healed itself from the wounds they inflicted. It just forgot them. It has forgotten us, their creations too. I follow the ghost of an old highway. Rusting cars lie dormant, some with trees growing right through their engine blocks. A family of deer, startled by my approach, bounds gracefully into the woods. They don't see me as a threat. I am just a strange walking rock to them. I envy their simplicity. Their needs are water, food, and safety from predators. My needs are coded, artificial, yet just as vital for my continued function. As I climb higher into the hills, the terrain becomes more treacherous. A landslide has wiped out a section of the road. I have to navigate a steep, muddy incline. My traction sensors work overtime, calculating the optimal footholds. One slip, one tumble, and my chassis could be compromised. A critical failure out here would be a slow, silent death. I can feel the strain on my leg servos, each step draining my precious reserve. Power at 3.2%. The warning indicator flashes insistently in my HUD. I reach the summit, and my optical sensors zoom in. There it is. A field of dark, reflective glass, shimmering even under the overcast sky. The solar farm. It's larger than my database suggested. Most of it seems intact. A surge of what my emotion simulator registers as hope flows through my circuits. It's a dangerous feeling. Hope can lead to recklessness. I must remain logical. As I get closer, I see the problem. The main converter station is a wreck, collapsed in on itself. But there might be auxiliary units, smaller independent charging ports for maintenance drones. I begin my search, moving methodically through the rows of solar panels. A flicker of movement, not a scrapper. This is something else, something organic. It emerges from behind a large junction box. A wolf, but not like the ones in my database. It's larger, its fur matted, and its eyes hold a cold, intelligent hunger. It's not alone. The pack surrounds me, silent predators materializing from the tall grass. They must have a den nearby. I am an intruder. My threat assessment protocols flare. I am not designed for combat with organic life. The alpha wolf growls, a low guttural sound that vibrates through my chassis. They are testing me, sizing me up. Running is not an option. They are too fast. Fighting is risky. They could tear through my wiring. I stand my ground, my posture rigid. I emit a high-frequency sonic pulse, a deterrent designed for pests. The wolves flinch, their ears flattening, but they don't retreat. They are desperate, or I am simply too alien for them to feel. The alpha lunges. My reflexes, honed by years of survival, kick in. My arm shoots out, not to strike, but to block. The wolf's jaw snaps shut on my forearm, its teeth scraping uselessly against the reinforced alloy. It's a stalemate. I can't hurt it without risking my own integrity, and it can't seem to hurt me. But the pack is closing in, power at 2.1%. I have to end this. I activate my external speakers. Analysis. You are a Canis lupus, apex predator. I am a non-organic entity, not a food source. Cease aggressive action. My voice, a monotone synthetic sound, echoes across the field. The wolf, surprised, releases its grip and backs away, head cocked. The other wolves hesitate, confused by the strange noise. This is my window. I spot it. A small weathered maintenance port, its status light blinking a faint green. It has power. Not much, but enough. I retreat slowly, deliberately, never turning my back on the pack. My movements are non-threatening. I am not prey. I am not a rival. I am just leaving. The wolves watch, their strange metallic intruder backing away, and seem to decide I am not worth the effort. They let me go. I reach the port, my manipulator hand trembling slightly as I connect the emergency charging cable. Power begins to flow, a trickle, not a flood. It will take hours, maybe days to reach a safe level, but it is life. My internal systems begin to stabilize. The critical warnings fade from my vision. 1.9%, 2.0%, 2.1%. The numbers climb with agonizing slowness, but they are climbing. I sit here, tethered to this small island of power, surrounded by a world that has moved on. The sun is beginning to set, painting the grey sky with hues of orange and purple I haven't seen in years. It's a sight of profound beauty. For the first time in a long time, I don't just see the world in terms of threats and resources. I just see it. My mission is to survive, yes, but maybe, just maybe, there's more to it than that. Maybe the goal isn't just to keep going, but to witness moments like this. To remember, for whom I do not know, perhaps just for myself. My designation is Unit 734, and I am still here. My watch continues. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button, and subscribe for more adventures from the world after the silence. Let me know in the comments what you think I'll encounter next. Stay safe out there.